Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Love's the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do.
Just what to do, just what to do.
If what you're feeling is really true.
It's really true, is it really true?
Just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Love's the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geri Petito Show on Hamilton Radio. Everyone and anyone out there who knows me knows I am the author of I'm Not an Addict, I'm Just an Ass. I'd rather be a smartass than a dumbass, guys, because 31 years ago, I was a dumbass. But today, through the grace of God, I can honestly say 31 years later, I am a smartass. And yes, the word ass is in the Bible. At least 40 times, it means donkey, and that's what I was. You know, guys, we have to start looking at addiction differently. You have to know the most important, vital thing. You are not powerless, not over anything. Don't believe the lie, okay? Also, especially through God. I mean, I gave my life to him and said, heal me, Lord, and he did. I should be dead. If anyone out there is struggling, I'm a nutritional health coach. I'm a recovery coach. All my services to you are free. If you get in touch with me and say you heard my show, my services to you are free, okay? Everyone should know that there's someone out there that they can talk to, that they're not alone, okay? And here's my book. You can get it through Simon & Schuster, Archway Publishing's bookstore, okay? Because this book could definitely save a life, okay? And if you truly, truly, truly cannot afford my book, please reach out to me. Having said that, can you also do me a favor and subscribe to the Geri Petito Show YouTube channel? And I want to introduce my incredible guest today. Okay, we were having so much fun setting up. We're going to be giggling probably through this whole thing. Okay, Irene Brodsky, say hello to the world.
Hello, how are you, world?
So I want to show them the cover of your book that you had sent me autographed. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Okay.
Thank you.
Look at this. Okay. Look at this. All right. Amazing. 16 candles shine forever in memory of Johnny Maestro.
Yay.
So, yay is right. I mean, come on. Oh, before I forget, and then we'll get into everything and anything you want to talk about. Before I forget, you had mentioned, let's see, where are we at in here? I took a photo of the page and everything because you were talking about the Del Satins. And
yes.
You were talking about how in 1967, Johnny Maestro became the new lead singer of the Del Satins. And Stan Ziska was the lead singer. He's a very good friend of mine. And yes. I got in touch with him. He wanted me to say hello to you. He was hoping to call in and surprise you today, but he's got a gig. He's got 2 gigs today. So I took a photo of that page and I sent it to him, and he was overwhelmed with joy. Not many people even remember him or think about that. So
I do.
Thank you. Yes. So why don't you start telling us, first of all, a little bit about yourself?
Okay, if I may introduce myself. My name is Professor Irene Brodsky. It took me 8 years to get that title. And I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. I now live in Queens. I'm proud to say I'm 75 years young. And I am a professor of philosophy. But before I broke my leg, I was a teacher of philosophy at Brooklyn College and creative poetry, and let's see. And once I did that and I wasn't able to work anymore, I decided to keep busy by writing books because you have to have something to do. And so I started writing books. I have a poetry book, one book about Mr. Maestro, 2 children's books, and one is a tribute to my dear husband who is in heaven now.
Wow.
And so that's 6 books, compliments of Amazon, published by Outskirts Press. And every day I thank God I call those books my babies. I created them, I dressed them up, I sent them out to find the bookcase, and they were all my babies. And so I've been writing since September 11, 2001. That was my birthday. I was 55 years old on that day, on a day of tragedy, people dying and buildings falling down. And I thought the world was coming to an end. But that day changed my whole lifestyle because I was so upset I had to sit down and write something about my feelings. I wrote the first poem in my whole life, and I had no idea if the world isn't going to come to an end, that anybody's going to care about that poem. But it did. It wound up in several newspapers, and they all wanted to see my poetry book, of which I had none. And that's how I wound up going back to college at the age of 55. So they could tell me, how in the world am I supposed to write a book? I went back to Brooklyn College and I told them I have to write a book. They gave me 8 writing classes and said, now you're in the lead. And I just want to say, to this very day, I will never forget the World Trade Center. They'll always be in my heart. And I'll always remember whatever good luck I have was because of their unfortunate tragedy. And I just feel very grateful for those books. Comes from my heart. And I'm hoping to start another book soon. And in the meanwhile, in my secret life, I used to be a nightclub singer from 1970 to 1976 with the Chris Greco Trio.
Wait,
but I was working in the Board of Education.
but wait, I'm going to interrupt you. I normally don't do this, but I have to because I'm giggling over here because I see the phone moving a little bit. Let's give a shout out to Henry.
Hi, Henry.
Henry, love you, man.
Hi.
Henry, listen, not only are you her caretaker, you're a hero. And I mean that
Yes.
from the bottom of my heart, because not many people can do what Henry does. Henry, show us your face for 1 second.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I wanted-
This is Henry.
He's a man, isn't he?
I had a
Good
dad
looking.
who also needed AIDS. And listen, I love you. What you're doing is absolutely incredible. You are a hero, okay? And you're sitting there holding the phone for us today, which makes you even more incredible, okay? So
Okay, thank you.
Henry. Wow, you rock.
Thank you. I love you. I love you.
You rock.
Isn't he good looking?
He's awesome, man. Yes, very cute.
He is, yes.
Do you flirt with Henry? Do you flirt with him?
He's married.
Oh, all right. So no flirting with Henry, baby.
He's married.
So let's talk a little bit about you now. You were a singer. Come on, let's talk about that now.
Yes, in the Board of Education, I didn't want them to find out that I had this secret lifestyle because they might think I was a hoochie coochie girl. And so I kept that a big secret for 6 years. And somewhere along the line, I got tired of being a regular licensed school payroll secretary. And I went back to college at that time to get the 30 credits to get that fakakta job. And when I got the job, I had it for 17 years. And all my other school secretaries were running away to become teachers. But I never followed them. And if it was not for the World Trade Center, it would never happen. So my love for that World Trade Center is always going to be in my heart.
Wow.
Always, always.
So I was born in Long Island City, New York. And my mom's whole family lived in Long Island City, Queens. My dad's whole family, my Nonna, they all lived in Astoria. And I lived there with her a little bit too when I went to art school in 1979. So I love New York. And, you know, my cousin worked in that building at the time. She's fine. She made it out. Thank you, God.
Oh,
But-
thank God.
Yeah. But so I'm a Jersey girl, but New York is in my heart, you know? So now what kind of music, let's talk about your fascination first for him. Okay.
Oh, yes, that goes back to when I was 10 years old.
Let's talk about it, because you wrote the book, baby. Let's hear.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on. Let's hear about your fascination.
My father took me to see an Alan Freed show, and he didn't want nobody to know if his appearance would kill him. He took me to see an Alan Freed rock and roll show in the Brooklyn Paramount Theater. And Johnny Maestro was in that show. I was 10 years old at the time. He was 17. I looked at him at the stage. I just fell madly in love. As much as a 10-year-old girl could fall in love. And a couple of times I saw him upstate New York in the Catskill Mountains where he was singing, and in the Kutcher's Hotel, and he was always very friendly, always very gracious, truly a gentleman. And the people said he didn't talk so much. So what? Some woman would be thrilled to death to have a quiet husband. You know, so what's wrong with the man being quiet? I thought he was truly a lovely gentleman. And so this is going on a long time. My brother had all of his records, every one of them. And my brother in peace was madly in love with all this rock and roll. And so that's how I started that I would, you know, this goes back a long time. I know all the songs he has, and you know, that was going on a long time. And when he passed
I want to ask Henry, we see
Yes.
too much of the wall behind her. We want to come down towards her head a little bit more. Just a little more. Perfect. That's great. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
I was saying that the idea of writing the book about it, because when I heard he passed away, it was just a little unbelievable. It was just shocking because he never said he wasn't feeling well or anything like that. He didn't tell his fans that he was sick. Nothing. Zippo. He just comes singing, looking wonderful, looking gorgeous with his dimples. And so I contacted his wife. She's on Facebook, Grace Mastrangelo. And I said to her, I'd like to write a book about your husband, but I have to have permission. The publisher says they can't take a book like that, and if the family doesn't give permission. And she said, yes, it's fine with her. She seemed very nice and pleasant, and that was okay. So I went ahead. She got the first copy of the book. I said, if you don't like it, I'll change it. She was a very nice person. And so I had permission to write the book in the fan club at the time. There was this lady who had the fan club started sending me pictures. Once she saw that I had the go-ahead to do this, she sent me a lot of pictures that she had, and she shared them with me, the pictures in the book. Yes. Lois Dixon, may she rest in peace. She's not with us anymore. All those pictures, compliments of her. And when the book came out, that, you know, it is the most popular book that I have. It's it just keeps getting attention, and I keep trying to keep his memory alive. And that's since 2010. I've been working very hard to keep him forever young.
wow. So who doesn't like Johnny Maestro? First off, I'm an Elvis girl. Okay. Music is a must for you to keep your joy, especially if it's Elvis, baby, because Elvis is my boy. Okay. I was definitely born too late because hubba hubba. Okay. Anyway, so you want to sing for us, don't you?
I sure do.
I would love it. I would love it. So want to bring the camera a little less of the wall, more closer to your head. Yep. Have a sip of your water and then
whiskey.
Oh yeah, there we go. Your whiskey.
Okay. You ready?
Well, wait, little less of the wall, like a little. We want it. No. You're going the wrong way. I think. Bring her up a little into the camera so we see more of her. There you go. That's good. Okay, sing.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. To your audience out there, this is a tribute to Ronnie Spector, the lead singer of the Ronettes. I sing this song in her memory. The night we met, I knew I needed you so. And if I had the chance, I'd never let you go. So won't you say you love me? I'll make you so proud of me. We make them turn their heads every place that we go. So won't you please be my baby, my one and only baby. Be my baby now. Whoa, oh. I'll make you happy, baby. Just wait and see. With every kiss you give me, I'll give you 3. 'Cause since the day I saw you, I did adore you. You know I do anything for you till eternity. So won't you please be my baby, my one and only baby. Be my baby now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Thank you, audience. And just remember, Professor Brodsky loves you.
I'm giving you a standing ovation from my chair.
Thank you.
Ruben, what do you think, baby? Behind the scenes, say hello to Ruben, one of the owners.
Hi, Ruben. How are you, Ruben?
Can Ruben hear us? Ruben might have taken a walk. So, what else would you like to tell us? Let's talk about.
What would I like to tell you? I'll say one thing.
Yes.
And it doesn't really have anything to do with music. It's with women. It is so important for a woman in today's world of competition to get as much education as you can, because you never know too much. You can never learn too much. And if you want to do the best and be the best that you can be and not settle for less, you can go back to school. Yes, you can go back to school. If I did it, I say anybody could do that. I went back to school with severe osteoarthritis. And I say you can do it. And I thank God that I did it, because I don't think I could do that now at the age of 75 young. I would think it would be a lot harder to do it. But I still feel wonderful that I don't have to get up every day and say, what if? And that's my message to the woman. Be the best you can. Make every day the best day, and you can do it.
Amazing. So you just said that. Absolutely incredible. Okay. Listen, I live by that too. You know how many certifications I've got? And I went back to cooking school, vegan cooking school, to be a vegan chef just for my own self.
I get for a backup plan. It's good to have a backup plan.
I have so many certifications because I feel the same way you do. And you know what? I'm going to read a poem to you out of my book, because what you just said really resonated. And I wrote a poem, and it's in my book, called Utilizing Gifts and Talents.
All right.
And that's basically what we're talking about with what, all right, I'm going to read the poem and then we'll talk about it, okay?
Okay.
Because you've done this. We are born with talents. We are born with drive, with different gifts to help us thrive. I knew early on I was born to draw and paint, to also write poetry, and to talk without restraint. Our gifts and talents should all be used, God's gift to us, not be abused. We can go far in life for sure, using our gifts to go on tour. All our talents should be used to create ourselves and more. Then our jobs to share them, to even up the score. You see, in life, what's needed is not just for ourselves. Once our gifts are mastered, take them off the shelves. A living we can make by spreading them around, but not just for the money, to spread a peaceful sound. Don't take for granted the gifts you're given. Go out and spread the joy. Our gifts are not to be held back for us to self-destroy. Put your efforts forth. Do not hesitate. All your talents, my friend, are never second rate. Never hold them back, or you will surely die. Maybe not in body, but your soul will cry. Our gifts were made to share, our talents made to soar. Go through life enlightened, and then you can roar. Be proud of who you are. Be happy you're alive. Once again, my friend, your gifts will help you thrive. By putting efforts forth, not keeping them at bay, your name, Irene, will live
Yes.
forever, forever and a day. Go through life excited, for what you sure can give to yourself and others is our reason to live. Our grave will be quite lonely, but our legacy lives on. Make sure people smile with the breaking dawn. That's for you today. And that's what
Where's your book? Where's your book?
I will send you a book. I will send you a book.
You better sit down and write a book.
This is my book.
Oh, that's good. You can post that on my Facebook page.
Thank you. And I will send
I
you
want
a
everybody
copy.
to see your book.
Okay, I will send you a copy.
Bravo.
That poem, you resonate that poem. And you know, I love a few things about what you said. One of them is you keep saying you're 75 years young. I love it because a lot of people don't even want to tell their age. Shame on them. They need to be able to be proud of who they are and their age.
Yes.
And God gave them this many years. You know,
Yes, certainly.
my boyfriend passed away. We grew up together and we got back together years later, and we were together a few years, and then he passed away at 2 weeks before his 50th birthday of an annual.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah.
And he would do anything to be saying he's 61 or 62, right? So be proud and yell it from the rooftop. And I love how you say, I'm 75 years young. I will be, listen, when I grow up, sweetheart, I want to be you.
Oh.
Okay? Because I'm still not grown up. I'm getting there, but I'm not grown
I
up.
don't think I ever grew up. You go to college all those years, you don't grow up. You're
Okay.
surrounded with young kids and all the teachers are half your age.
Okay?
You can't be old.
That's right. So, all right. So I want to talk a little bit more. I don't want to end this soon. I know you're not feeling great and all that, but we have a few more minutes. Tell me a little bit about when you first fell madly in love with Johnny Maestro, when you were younger, right? 10 years old.
Yeah.
Did you share that with your friends? What did they think?
Oh, no. You know, I was born into a religious Hasidic Jewish neighborhood, and I don't think that they would know who he is. That's all sincerity. I don't know if they thought that. I don't think they knew who he was.
Would that have been a sin in your religion to love this guy?
You know, a lot of things are a sin, you come to think of it.
That's so funny.
And when I say that, and you're talking about a young man who's a fine, decent person who sang his way out of living in Lower East Side in a project housing to get his family out to a nice house in Staten Island, to get married and have 3 children, and lost his wife to a heart problem at a young age. And then he found somebody new to care 5 years later, a wonderful lady he met that has 4 children of her own. And he took those children into his home and raised them. You're talking about a fine man. That's a human being. And what your religion is should have nothing to do with what your color is. It's a fine young man ready to talk to his fans, not to sniff at them, not to run the other way. And I just thought that he was, like, wow.
Amazing.
The
reason I asked
that,
that,
or whatever. He was
the reason I asked you that was I wanted to share a little story with you about Elvis when I was in Catholic school. So I was not even 10. I was in 4th grade. Okay. So we were lined up in the schoolyard, and I'll never forget her, Sister Matilda. She, to me, was a 6-foot tall nun in her habit, blah, blah, blah. And I had my back to her, and I'm talking to my friend Frances Ann. And I said, my mommy let me watch Elvis last night. She went like this really hard on my shoulder, the nun. And I turned around and she said, yeah. And she said, you're going to hell for that.
Oh my God.
Okay. Isn't that crazy?
Dante's
Ruben.
Inferno would have to write about you.
Ruben's here. Ruben, tell Irene what you thought about her song.
Where is he?
He's texting me, but for some reason he can't hear us.
I no see his camera.
Oh, yes, I just said that this whole experience
Jerry.
is overwhelming.
There you go.
Hello, how are
Ruben,
you?
tell Irene what you thought of her song.
Oh, your song was beautiful.
Right?
Oh, thank you.
Did
Yes,
you give her a standing ovation?
it was very beautiful, Irene.
Oh,
You know, my new fan club that I have for Johnny Maestro as of 3 weeks ago, I have 40 members already. And I hope they mean that. They all told me that they're going to listen in. And if they're listening in, hi there.
oh, they'll
And
listen
they're
in because
shout out, hello,
you can
hello.
even Irene, listen, hello to all your members of your fan club. You can share this, okay? I already shared it to you. It's on your Facebook, and you can share it into your group.
Oh, I really hope that they really meant it, because that would be really nice.
They did. Trust me.
And put your book on there.
Okay, I will. So, so what else? Do you want to talk about anything else? Are you up for a few more minutes?
Oh, yes, I have a few more minutes. I'm retired now.
Okay. So, all right. So, how can they get your book? Did we talk about that?
Oh, yes, my book is on Amazon, Barnes and Noble. Unfortunately, a lot of other bookstores went down. Yeah, I'm sure you know about that. Power Bookstores Going Strong has all of my books. Books A Million, the City of the University, all of the city's colleges have that in their music section. But if you want to buy it, that's the library. You can go to any library, and I'm saying a lot of people can't afford to buy a book, but they can go to any library, ask the librarian to order the book for them to take it out.
Oh, beautiful.
And so that, you know, a lot of people can't afford to buy a book for $8.95. You
So,
can go to the library, and the librarian will get you the book.
so let's give a shout out to John Terlizzi.
Excuse me?
Let's give a shout out to our friend John Terlizzi.
Oh, him. Hello, John.
Okay, yes.
I think he's my manager.
Is that great? He's mine too. Listen, I
Oh,
tell
we
everybody.
have to share him.
Listen, we'll share him. I tell everybody he's my most favorite stalker on Facebook. He's amazing. We love you, John. Thank you for everything you do for us.
He says a lot of nice things for me, and I said to him, where did you get that from?
That's great. So,
Yes, I really think so. And once again, I'm very sad for all the bookstores going downhill.
I know.
I can't believe 23 Barnes and Nobles went down in the city, and Borders doesn't exist anymore. And, you know, it's maybe other people don't mind so much, but we got to take the children away from the computer day and night. And if they were able to start reading books, but now the libraries aren't exactly around. The libraries here for them, if they're shut down, or they're only open half time. And I'd like to see more children going to the library and taking out a book and reading. That would be very exciting.
right.
A wonderful thing. Children learn how to read better and know what's going on in the world besides spell search and grammar search. You're not going to learn how to write good. And so little things like that. And hopefully if there's a change, and I don't know if there will be a change, it's not like the good old days.
Well, I want to thank you for being on this interview with me. We had a little rough start, but we did giggle through it, so it worked out.
Oh, yes, my goodness, I thought it was going to get up crazy. I'm already crazy, so it's okay.
Thanks to Henry and Ruben, we got this straightened out, okay?
Yes, two good men. Yes, they're hard to find, good men.
That's right. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. You made
I
my,
thank you.
you made my day.
And you made my day because, you know, I'm still recovering from this broken leg, and I'm hoping that I can get up and do the jitterbug
There you
someday.
go. I want a video of it when you do it, okay?
Oh, yeah, I can't wait. I throw you a kiss. I throw everybody a hug.
Hugs, yes.
And don't forget, Professor Brodsky loves you.
There you go. Take us out, Ruben. Love you, girl.
Oh, thank you, Ruben. Thank you, fan club. Thank you, Henry.
You're welcome, Irene. Nice seeing you. Very
Thank
beautiful.
you. God bless
God
you.
bless you too. God be with you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do.
Just what to do, just what to do.
If what you're feeling is really true.
Is really true, is it really true?
Just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.